welcome to the gallery. We is here with a Frenchie named Francois. Welcome, sir.
Hello.
So in the gallery with us, Marco, people business. Invite creatives on and find out their backstory, what they're about, what they're doing, and do that while drawing a boy. So seeing as the first 20 minutes or so was done without audio, let me start over afresh. So based on what you're telling me from before, you did art in St. Mary's and you failed O-levels. Like,
I did.
Failed spectacularly with a U because you didn't finish, you didn't submit everything.
That is correct.
And this was because you wanted to do one thing. You had a choice between a written report or more drawing, and your teacher decided that you should do the written report and refused to let you do the more drawing. And as a result, since the report was not submitted, you failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conspiracy wise, I think it wasn't him, it was really the school, but I don't have no proof of that, and that was years ago, so like never get the answer to that. But
the school hated on you, or the school?
No. Just like the school had a standard, and they decided, look, we as a school would do the report, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I was like, alright, cool. So I totally failed.
Interesting to see you, after all, end up doing all kind of art stuff, but we will get there. So after secondary school, you fell in doing tattoos, designing tattoos, redrawing concepts.
Yeah, so like a lot of things happened around the same time. I applied to SCAD, got in, couldn't afford it. I joined Body at Caribbean through a friend of mine, Chap.
Body at Caribbean, they were on the Avenue.
Yes. Yeah,
okay, then I remember.
There.
Then I remember where it is. All right, so you were there for how long?
It would be like, I think about 3, maybe 4 years officially. Unofficially would be a while after, so they would call me off and on to do work on projects.
Projects like what? What kind of projects we talking
about? Body painting.
Right. Right. So you would have been working with Mello.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely under Mello's tutelage.
Cool fella. Mello is a cool guy. So after that, what were you doing?
I moved to a printery where I lied about being qualified for the position. I learned as much as I could there and at home, and I discovered that I really liked using Illustrator, the program. And started to become fascinated with graffiti and streetwear, and I always wanted to like do my own streetwear brand and stuff like that. So from there I decided, look, if I'm gonna learn how to design clothes and stuff besides go to printery, it was interesting. We had some moments. I had some moments that was fun.
That's not. So you're interested in learning, in designing. You're interested in designing clothes and bringing out a clothing line. So you decided to go to a printery. What kind of printery we talking about? To do like screen prints on T-shirts, or to print books and magazines and flyers and that?
Screen prints on T-shirts.
Oh, okay. Because I you say printery and I thinking paper.
Nah.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
This was Inspire Branding when they existed, and I learned a great deal from the guys there of how to set up a jersey, how to print, and all those things. My friend Travell was working there, and he was the one who kind of recommended me. So it was just kind of like a referral thing. So it was like referred to work Brian McFarlane, referred to work Buddy at the time, referred to work.
Well, wait. I mean, yeah, we talked about McFarlane once when audio wasn't recording, but we need to go back there. So how long were you at the printery for?
3, maybe 4 years. And while I was doing that, I was also by McFarlane.
How you end up by the Massman McFarlane?
I was a mix of two things. My brother was there in the beginning, and he kind of visited him. I just kind of decided to join. And also an artist that I was following and talking to and stuff like that, Damien was there as well. So it kind of happened same way Buddy Art happened, where I just kind of just fell in line almost.
You just get through by proxy because you know somebody who was there and the people just see and say, hey, fall in now.
Basically.
Right, so what were you doing by McFarlane now?
I was not designing, but helping put together the costume for the Queen or King, which is a glorified way of saying like you would dye in a lot of sponge and setting up a lot of cloth and sticking a lot of stuff together with Magma Tack.
Yeah, that's
basically.
But it was fun. Is the healing of the nation.
Yeah, and I did learn a lot because I learned from the guys who set up the not the I guess the engineering behind the costume design and stuff. And I just took the time to learn. You know, I just asked questions, and they was like, "Hey, well, you could stick around and find out and whatever." I mean, I was there anyway, dyeing sponge and whatnot, so why not? You know.
Makes sense.
So, yeah. And I think that's kind of like the attitude I end up picking up, just to continue learning, continue growing and stuff like that.
Okay. And you were by McFarlane for how long?
I think it was only 2 carnivals.
Right.
Either 1 or 2 carnivals. It wasn't like long. Because again, like, I needed money.
So
That's
after
the theme.
Yeah, clearly that's the theme. We on the grind. So
yeah.
But you got paid in all of the places that you've been so far professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a lot, but I was grateful.
Yeah. So after McFarlane, what was the next stop on the adventure?
So after McFarlane, I would say I ended up. Where did I end up? I think I ended up working corporate for a while. No. After McFarlane, I wasn't getting any jobs, like at all. And I worked in a bakery.
Right.
Then from there, I worked in a restaurant. Sorry. From there, I went hotel school to do bartending.
Course, you rail all over the place. I love it.
And then I left the bar because we get accused of stealing and whatnot, and I was just kind of fed up, and I was like, you know what, I could. But I bought my laptop, so that was the first time I bought my own computer with that money.
Wait, which bar was this? The hotel school in-house bar?
No. Zanzibar.
So you graduated from hotel school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never got my certificate though.
Why, sir?
I can't remember why.
Did you go for it? Did you actually go and collect it?
I think so, because my cousin was going there at the time, and I do remember going and trying to collect it. I just can't remember what happened after that.
Is the CIC conspiracy all over again?
No.
Okay.
This
Okay.
was firmly my fault for sure.
Interesting. You said that you was in Roytech doing business.
Mm-hmm.
Did you graduate?
No, I did not. I left. My mom got sick. I left because like I can do both, well, the three things. Because I was working. At that time, I was working for a home store. While doing Tech, and then my mom got sick, so it was like a whole bunch of things all at once, and it kind of happened randomly because that's right after I was finished working with Kess for the
Solia,
Isle of.
Solia, how much did you do? Cause Cass, come on.
Yeah, so I was a part of a team that built a stage, a movable stage for Isle of Kess. We built an island, technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how were you in? How did you get involved in that?
Oh, I was at Body Art, chilling. This prop designer came in, Dave.
Cooper?
Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in, he's talking about it, and I just started sketching, showing him like it's possible using the knowledge I had from Brian McFarlane to not only make it look good but practical.
Right.
He then invited my brother and I. He was like, "Look, well, I'm gonna do this for Cass. Y'all wanna just be a part of it?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool."
Interesting. So just right place, right time, again.
Kinda, yeah.
So Roytech, doing the Isle of Kess, and while all of that going on, you said your mom got sick, so you stopped Roytech.
Yeah.
And you never went back.
No, I can afford it.
Okay.
I can afford it. Like I think like to this day I still kind of like financially like recovering from that whole situation.
When was this? When was all of this happening? Around when?
Time wise would be difficult to nail down, but she passed away in 2019. Same year my son was born.
So like, condolences and congratulations.
Yeah.
That's a lot, horse. That is.
Yeah. It is a lot, and it's kind of like why I don't really tell my story so much. Like now I came to terms with it kind of, but I don't really tell my story because I don't want like people to be like, "Oh, that's so sad," blah blah blah, and then kind of base whatever work I do on that.
Yeah.
You know. So, but now I kind of like come to terms with it. I have like enough stuff in the wild so I could talk about it.
Right.
But yeah, I left. The situation was real messed up. Because everything kind of happened really quickly in terms of finding her. We just came from a gig with Cass, and she was literally by herself in the house. The house was empty. With respect to like everybody else was involved, I wouldn't say anything more than that. And she was like crying her eyes out and stuff like that. It was real bad. It was like real bad. And John to leave Roytech, and I couldn't afford to go back.
Would you go back if you had the opportunity to?
Nah. I feel like that was for a time, and now that firstly I'm back at school.
Oh, okay. Doing what?
So I'm in Costa doing a graphic design degree because I can't get a job. So I'm hoping this helps.
Okay.
Which is ironic because I have to find money to pay for the school.
Yeah.
it's like a catch-22, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wish like schools here gave scholarships. You know, that would really really help me right now.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Sadly.
Yeah.
So how is that degree program going?
It's actually pretty cool. Have some cool teachers, lecturers that I would love to work with in the future, if that time ever comes. Because I've had like moments where full circle moments where I worked with my secondary school art teacher on a mural, that like big mural opposite the library, the three Indians or two Indians, I think it's two. Opportunity to work with that.
That's
With
the one
my
that Ruben Diri was spearheading?
yeah.
Okay.
So I had an opportunity to do that. Very frightening experience to paint so high up on a scaffolding.
Who sent you though?
I just kind of wanted the money. Again, it's literally just the money. I just needed the money, you know.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I get paid this amount. Yeah, I'll do it.
Right. You know what? Fair.
You know.
Fair. Okay. So mom died, unfortunately. Son born, fortunately. What happened after that?
In for an ad agency, Mole Pulule.
Who?
Huh?
You say a word for ad agency?
Yeah, Mole Pulule.
Never heard of them.
So basically, I'm gonna sell out some trade secrets, and I hope this like don't come back to bite me. Basically, created a agency to do all their work.
Say that again. What?
They created an ad agency to do all their work.
Who?
Mapao. The person who owned Mapao.
Interesting.
And thing. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And we were kind of like in charge of like forming how the ads and stuff would look like. So we had like a lot like free reign kind of thing. And, I ended up working with friends again. I applied. I was like, hey, conversation, and I'm working with them. So it was like one of the more fun jobs. It was interesting. I have stories. I'm pretty sure I can't say them, but I have stories from there. That was pretty fun.
I could imagine. So this was, if it's doing all of the in-house stuff, so like menu cards and signage and advertising and all that good stuff.
Yeah, like more digital signs and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it was like a new skill that I had to learn again, kind of thing.
Yeah, add to the repertoire. Makes sense.
So basically, that's what it was.
And how long were you there for?
About a year. I was there for about a year. Got wind that they were downsizing, and I was like, okay, cool. I am going to jump ship. I went RBC marketing under Cherry Ann.
Yeah, man.
Not a brilliant creator.
Yeah.
Huh?
I say, yeah, I know Cherry. Thriving in where she's now.
She's doing her thing right now.
Yeah.
In Switzerland.
Yeah.
One of them Nordic countries. And I was under Cherry Ann's tutelage. She kind of showed me the ropes. Not kind of, she did show me the ropes of more corporate advertising, because Mole Pulule wasn't necessarily that. Because the advertising was still kind of more loose in terms, because like you're advertising for gambling, you know what I mean? So it's not like you really have much to do.
Yeah. The audience a little captive, so you had to put yourself out that much.
Yeah, they don't really have like super guidelines and stuff to follow.
Yeah, right.
You know, so she kind of showed me.
So you got experience with the brand guide, brand Bible, boy, what you can do, what you can't do, and you got to work within certain parameters. And
Yeah. And again, another, I don't know if I should say this one, I don't want to get Cherry in trouble. Well, she wouldn't because she's not there anymore. But
yeah,
another kind of pseudo, quote unquote, instead of an overselling, stating that, hey, I can do this job, blah, blah, it was an undersell. So it was like, no, I'm an intern. I really wasn't. I already was like fully immersed, not going to school, still learning everything from YouTube, kind of thing. It's basically like I was cosplaying as a designer at the time.
fair.
So I was just like, okay, cool.
And how long were you there for?
1 year.
How come
you
how come you left?
My contract was up.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Yeah, my contract was up. Cherry moved on to her new opportunity. This was in the beginning of that. And my contract was up, and they were like, okay, we need kind of somebody more senior and stuff like that. Because I was still, quote unquote, intern. And I asked, I was like, yeah, well, I'm up for the challenge. And they was like, nah. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I was like, cool. So I was like jobless for a while. And then I was just like, I missed something though. I was working for Keegan individual. Sometime between like Mole Polole and that bakery stunt that I was doing, and that's where I kind of learned how to do proper layouts and stuff for merchandising and packaging design, just watching him do stuff.
Right.
And then I went Mole Polole, then I went RBC, wasn't working, decided to do stuff on my own. See if I could do it.
Now, when you say stuff on your own, what do you mean?
Client work. Just client work. Freelance.
Graphic design?
Yeah. I mean, I can get paid as an illustrator, so I was just doing that for myself. And nobody wanted to pay me as an illustrator. Like my illustrations at that time was solely confined to graffiti. You know, I don't think I could get arrested for that now, because that was like, what, 10 years ago? But, yeah, it was
you never know,
graffiti. Like, I hope not.
Well, I mean, we don't need to state where. So if they don't know where, they can.
No. All my spots are painted over, for sure.
Oh, well then, as whatever.
Yeah. So, definitely doing illustration solely for graffiti. I got a small thing with Red Bull that was just being around.
What small what with Red Bull?
That's when they had the fluke tag thing.
Oh, Dong Shagar.
And I was, yeah. And before that, like, Jap was doing his thing. Again, somebody I knew from Body Art. And I was just there. I was just shadowing. And then they were like, hey, well, do you want to do this thing? I was like, okay, cool. So I kind of bounced around a lot of jobs.
That is clear.
Yeah, simply because I just wanted to, like, I was trying to make money. I was trying to make as much money as I can, you know?
Well, I mean, you have more responsibilities now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I was trying to, like, make as much money as I can. So it was just, like, all over the place. Wherever the opportunity was, I was like, okay, whatever, I'll do it.
So who in yourself is what you say?
Yeah, corporately, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. No judgment. I've definitely been there. So how did you get into the graffiti stuff?
YouTube. I live with my grandparents at this point in time, so I'm taking it back a bit. Someone in my school, again, I don't think anybody. So I was like fascinated by Nicholas Huggins.
Mm-hmm.
He used to do it in school. I was kind of fascinated by that. And,
he used to do graffiti in school?
Yeah, but not like on walls and stuff. I think he did it on a couple of sheets, a couple of flags and stuff like that, like for the school.
Okay.
But he was immersed in the graffiti style back then. and I was kind of doing it too because YouTube was kind of newish then, and I was just basically watching guys do that, and I was like, look, I want to do that too. I got a couple of free spray cans from around my neighborhood, and I was practicing, and then I decided, hey, look, I want to do this on a wall. I want to see what's the rush. And I did.
And that was that.
Yeah.
So your graffiti was strictly spray paint?
Yeah. I found out about wheat pasting way after. So spray paint and stickers. So I would make stickers and stick that all over as well.
What is stickers? What is graffiti stickers?
So I don't know if they still have it, but there was a place in Port Spain that used to sell sticker paper for like $1 per sheet, or even less. I think it was
sticker paper.
Yeah,
like
adhesive paper,
like regular adhesive paper for $1 a sheet,
or less. It could be way less actually, because this was a while ago. And I would just draw stickers, cut it out, and stick it up random places, stop signs, all that kind of stuff.
Huh. Interesting.
I was skateboarding as well back then, so it kind of just fit within the culture.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
So, yeah, for myself doing that.
You just saw something on YouTube and say, you know what? That looking like me. Let me try a thing.
Basically.
Huh. All right. What about the... So you've, I guess, moved from graffiti to doing murals.
And that's just like people just assuming I could. Again, nobody really knew I was doing graffiti. So they just assumed it's like, oh, you can draw, so you could paint on walls kind of thing. It was like that space and that era where all art is art kind of vibes.
Right.
So it was like, you can draw, you can do this. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I wouldn't say no, because again, I was broke.
Need the money.
Yeah, I needed the money. I'm saying that like I don't know, but I needed it more back then.
Right. So what was your first mural, if you could remember?
It was something for Wassa for my uncle. So like with my uncle, Ken Reyes.
As in he was walking Wassa? Or he is a muralist too?
He's an artist. So that was my first official mural. I was just kind of tagging along kind of thing. And I was just like, okay, cool. You want to do this? And I was like, yeah. And he said, okay, well, we're gonna do this. And I worked almost 24 hours painting that goddamn mural. I can't remember if I got paid or not. I would believe I did.
I would hope.
That was my first official mural. And then outside of that, my first non-official mural, I think it's on my Instagram. I don't know if I took it down or left it up. I painted a mural with Daniel Budu and AJ, two other artists.
Tall AJ?
Yeah.
Like super tall AJ for no reason. I don't like him. Why you gotta be that tall, dog?
Super tall Rasta AJ.
Yeah. I don't like him. For that specific reason. No, he's very cool. I just don't like him because he's tall. I think I've told him as much.
Well, that's hilarious. But yeah, he is really tall. But
I met him online. I met him through like either a Zoom call or something like that. So all of my interactions were just see like the top half of him. And then one day randomly, when I was living Trin City, I was leaving Trin City to go somewhere, driving. So I saw the back of this Rastafari, like, yeah, the back of it looking kind of familiar. Kind of remind me of AJ, but AJ, I don't think AJ that tall though. And it's only when I passed I realized, oh, that is him. That fucker is extremely tall.
Yeah.
That was very fun.
He is.
So I've seen, of course, by Marco in your Instagram, that you won a shoe design slash illustration competition.
Yeah, a shoe design competition.
So
Yeah,
tell me about that. What was that about?
that is hilarious. So I was not gonna take part in it. I gotta be straight up. I was not gonna take part in it. I have this thing where I don't like competitions per se,
Okay.
especially especially art competitions.
Mm.
Because I find like and this is my personal thing. I find like um, you the competitions I took part in, it was never really about the art itself, more like a popularity thing.
Yeah.
And I always thought that you would always give the winner to some obscure person, and then but use second place or to the art in your promos and stuff like that, more than the person who quote unquote win.
Right. Yeah.
And at the time, Trinidad had this thing where, oh, we need a new logo. Instead of hiring somebody to do it, let's have a competition.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Or you need like a mascot. Let's have a competition. And it kind of like cheapened the art, and I did not like that at all. And I kind of kept that with me, right? Because I know things changed and stuff like that over time, but I just didn't like that. So I was always apprehensive about taking part in art competitions. And then like a lot of people just started sending it to me and stuff like that. And I needed like a cool down from participating in or trying to finish a project for Art Society, because I wanted to at least once be like, I want to be in a art gallery. So I put like all my main effort into there, and I just put barely enough effort into the art competition. And I was like, okay, whatever, right? Did not get in Art Society at all.
Right.
And ended up getting into the competition. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm in, but let me go. I went.
All right. So explain what was the procedure for both actually.
To get in Art Society, right? You have to submit your work, and then a panel would look at it, and they will determine if you could be a part of the show or not.
Right.
And it is based not only on the artwork, but I believe the sellability of your artwork.
Yeah.
Which I guess mine wasn't.
What did you do? Do you remember?
I did. It is on my Instagram. It's Blue Devil.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'll get a picture and put it up.
Yeah. And yeah, I didn't get you. For the other competition, you submit a portfolio or like your page and whatnot, and then they will shortlist. And after they shortlist, they would then decide, okay, these are the people we want in the competition. To go forward. So I think they said they got like hundreds. I don't know how much hundreds is. I'm assuming it's about 400 or 500 people.
I didn't know anything about this competition. This is interesting.
I didn't really know anything about it.
So how you enter if you didn't know?
A lot of people keep sending it to me. Like a lot of people send it to me. They're like, you would do so well in this. I was like,
I guess they wasn't wrong, but carry on.
At the time, I was like, okay. So they narrowed it down to 50, either 50 or 100. No, 50 people. Yeah, I think it's 50. And we had to design in front of like judges for like an hour. So it's like Anya Yongchi, Jules Caesar, Reebok, Okad University in Canada. Another school I wish I could have gone if I had the money. And they were the judges, and I was just like, yeah, you can come and look and stuff like that. And again, I was just more nervous. I put Kendrick in my ears. I think GNX just dropped. after his historic win against Drake.
Right.
And I just put it in my ear and I kind of zoned out. I wasn't into like the soca while creating art. Like soca normally distract me, and I needed something to kind of focus in. So, and I was making this joke. Keegan was there. Some of the artists that I work with was there as well. My friends, sisters were there as well. So I was just like, okay, Mello came out to support. Shout out Mello.
Shout out Mello.
And I was just like, we're gonna have fun.
Right.
And I'm telling people, yeah, top 5, because what they did, they choose 10 people, 5 for canvas and 5 for sneakers. So I was like,
five for canvas and 5 for right. So it was sneakers and painting on canvas.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I was like, okay. So I'm making this joke and I'm like, top 5. And all this time I'm not believing this stuff. But I'm just like, hey, I just came here to have some fun. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a good time. Don't overthink it.
Right.
You know? I decided to dedicate my shoe to my pan teacher.
To your pan teacher?
Yeah, she passed away earlier in the year.
I didn't realize you could play pan. That is very cool.
Yeah, I could actually play a lot of instruments. Because I was studying music first before art, but then I just didn't want to write soca at the time. Again, this was like, I think for the people who may be younger and not knowing this, let me just paint a picture. Back then, right?
Back in my day.
If you wanted to do music.
Do music where?
In Trinidad.
Okay.
Unless you were planning to go away, which clearly I couldn't because I would have gone, you were kind of relegated to the carnival scene and music. And soca music. I was not interested in that.
Okay.
Basically chromatics alone. And at the time.
But this was music.
You know?
This was music where, in school or?
No, in Trinidad, just as a profession.
No. So you said you were studying music before art. Where?
Oh yes, I was studying both at home, like on my own, and in school. So I have a couple of.
The pan teacher would have been where?
My pan teacher would have been for primary school, but I continued in secondary school. Not for CXC though.
Oh,
just
okay.
outside of CXC. I don't think we had music for CXC, if I remember correctly.
So you're just doing music in school? You were doing music in school?
Yeah, and outside. All these certificates I have for reading music and stuff is outside of school.
So you can read music too?
I don't know about anymore because it's been a while, but I could have at a point in time.
What the hell, horse? That's supremely cool. Wow.
Yeah, it goes to show, you know, you need money if you want to nurture talent.
Indeed. Right, so back to the top 5 or top 10.
Yeah, so they chose 5 canvas, 5 sneakers.
Right.
And I need to illustrate, like, I need to just say who got chosen for this. So this is for the marked competition, in case people want to look it up.
The what competition?
Marked.
M-A-R-K-E-D.
M-A-R-T-K-D.
Oh, I see it here.
M-A-R-T-K-D.
M-A-R-K-T. M-A-R-T-K-D, yeah.
Alright. And so I was one of the top 5. I was chosen. They liked my concept. And I am against some heavy hitters. So against a teacher who I think had like a master's in art, master's in art or something like that. Lotus Box, Amy from Lotus Box, really talented tattoo artist.
I am not familiar with Amy.
Need to search her up, she real cool.
I shall.
Rock Boy, sneaker artist, very, very talented. And I'm missing somebody. Oh, and Judah Critchlow, she's also really good graphic designer. Works Caesar's Army, had a lot of big clients and stuff as well. So the competition for me was incredibly stiff.
So going back a little bit, so you would have submitted initial design, a concept, a portfolio. There's with the hundreds of people.
Yeah, a portfolio.
Right. And from that, they whittle it down. And after that, you had to come up with a concept for a sneaker design.
On the spot. And you had an hour to execute it.
So it went from hundreds to the 10, 5.
It went from to 50.
All right, so from hundreds to 50.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did they whittle it from 50 to, or all 50 had to come up with the concept and do the design?
So they told us what the concept was, so we had time to come up with ideas and stuff like that.
Right.
And then we had to design the shoe on the day in front of all the people who were there.
There's all 50
So
all
we
there?
had decided-
Well, all 25?
All 50 of us was there, they mixed us up.
Okay.
On the spot. So yeah, all of us designing on the spot.
How long they gave all there?
1 hour.
And they provided everything, the materials, well, obviously the shoes.
No, we had to work with our own materials.
So they just tell all they had to do surface design on leather shoes or whatever, work with all your thing.
Yeah. And again, I am Baroque. So my material list was very, very small.
Right.
I had a lot of things working against me.
Clearly.
So
what was your material list? What's that?
3 Posca markers.
Right.
And a silver marker I get from Mellow.
Wow.
A pencil, and that was it. I didn't even work with acetone to take off the plastic. I drew straight on it.
Wow. Okay. So that limited amount of material, you went in the people thing.
Mm-hmm.
How much you say, an hour?
Yeah, an hour. I finished in I don't want to lie, 40 minutes. I had some spare time.
Fuck, I just sure enough, you know. So less than an hour, and you beat out everybody with 3 Posca marker and a silver liner.
No. So that's just day 1. I definitely invested in some stuff for the second part of the competition.
Oh, okay. So this was to whittle it down from 50 to top 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm on your Instagram now, and I'm watching what you put, and I'm seeing the silver, but then I move on down the line, and I'm seeing red and green and gold and thing now, boy. So I was confused. But all right, so we going ahead.
Is the red, white, and black shoe?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
Right. So how long? It was a 2-day event or something?
Yeah, a whole weekend event.
All right. So day 1, 50 people come in. You're walking in with a handful of materials, and you say, "Fuck it, I go in. Whatever happen," and you make top 10.
Yeah.
They announced it on the spot on the day.
Yeah. So they called us up on stage. I was the last one to be called too. I already made peace with the fact that I didn't get it. So they called all 4 3 of them I guessed, because I didn't know the teacher, but I knew of the other guy's work for sure. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then they called my name last, and I was like, what?
Look thing, huh?
Yeah.
So what was running through your head? What was running through your head when you hear your name called?
Before this was fun. I'll do this again. When they called my name, I was like, oh no, I have to cancel everything else I planned for the weekend.
It's like, oh no, now I have to do it again.
Yeah, I had to cancel everything I had planned for the weekend.
Because you went in thinking, well, right, I just doing that thing and then going about my business.
Yeah.
All right, and then day 2.
Day 2, we went to boot camp.
Boot camp? Please explain.
Yeah. So Microsoft, Reebok, Mr. Youngchi, AJ, a shoe designer, they all came together and they kind of basically was teaching us international designing.
Okay. What does that entail?
From Microsoft, we learned AI, like how to incorporate AI in art and stuff like that.
Okay.
It wasn't, and you'll tell yourself, it's like, oh no, it's AI artist taking over. No, he was very cool and he was very adamant. It's like, no, this is to help your workflow, not to create your workflow.
Right.
So it was basically like you're treating it like Pinterest on crack. So that's how I looked at it. Like you're treating it like Pinterest on crack. So it's like, you prompt whatever you need and you just taking like screenshots of ideas and stuff like that.
Right.
And then you put new ideas together. So instead of like we're searching through pages and pages of like Google Images, Pinterest images, whatever other board, I know there are other boards out there, you kind of condense it down to what you want, and then you take those ideas to kind of form a general image of what the image you want would look like, and then you design, or you just, for me, I used it to get ideations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And combine that with the notes I took to build whatever I wanted to build. That was basically it. Yeah. Okada University came next. No, they came last. No, Miss Ayangchi. Then Miss Ayangchi came first. I asked her like about her time at Fashion Runway and stuff like that.
So everybody had one-on-one time with people?
No.
Was it a group?
They talked to all of us.
Okay.
So I asked her like what was her perspective and stuff like that, and she gave us like really solid advice. She was like, look, tap into what you know. You are from Trinidad and Tobago and this is your culture and stuff like that. Tap into that. Then Microsoft came with their demonstration, which was pretty cool. After Microsoft, Reebok came in with their demonstration, and after Reebok, Okada then showed us exercises, like design exercises they do in the university, which again I thought was like pretty cool. And after that, we got a presentation from Reebok on how to pitch your design, kind of thing, almost.
Interesting.
So after that, now AJ came and he showed us what it is to be a shoe designer for an international company or a creative international company. And I thought that was like so amazing. And I was like, yeah, I could do this. Of course, completely forgetting that I'm Baroque.
But, well, in the future.
Yeah, hopefully sooner or later.
Excellent. So this was a 2-day something or a 3-day something? Because this sounded like it would have taken a whole day.
This was a whole day, yeah. And at the end of the day, we got our new sneakers and they gave us our new prompt.
So end of the day, they gave you the sneakers. So this is, you had to go home with it and come back?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, 24 hours.
Okay, so the first part would have been what, a Friday, and then the workshops was the Saturday, and then the final reveal was the Sunday. So
the Friday ended like 11 o'clock at night. I had to be up for like 9 o'clock.
That doable?
For the workshop, right?
Right.
After the workshop, of course, after you sleep off the nerves and whatnot, right? So after the workshop now, you're like, okay, you sleep off the nerves, whatever. And you go this workshop. I took that same approach. I learned everything I could learn. I soaked in everything I could soak in.
Right.
And then they gave us our new prompt. Our new prompt was, I think it was the essence of the Caribbean on a global scale. Or something to that effect.
Interesting.
Right?
Right.
And then they had like foreign mural artists from Detroit came in as a judge. Won a Reebok. The second person from Reebok, well, not Reebok, like she had her own brand, Be Blunt.
Okay.
And the university, Custard, the president. And
was what a judge, or he came to talk?
He was a judge as well.
Okay.
And this was at the breaks. I reached late because I burnt my sneaker by mistake.
Your what?
I burnt my sneaker.
What?
By mistake.
How sway?
I was trying to make bigger holes in the sneaker.
Lord Father.
And I burnt that shit. Yeah.
Lord Father.
And I was like, what? And then I kind of was like, you know what? Okay, burn the sneaker already. Just go there and do your thing. I was just glad I didn't have to go first.
So this do your thing would have been presenting the design and talking about it.
Yeah.
So let we backtrack. So what? It looked like you were still using the same three Posca markers and the silver liner. So what materials you use?
I did a JanSport event with Mellow and Hyperion. That would have been the bag spot that was mentioned when we were off camera or off recording.
So the transport happened before the Reebok?
No, but I bought markers for that.
So this was an event you knew was coming up that you were going to be participating in?
Yes, transport is an event that I knew was coming up.
And you knew you were going to be participating in it?
Yes, but I ordered it kind of like online.
The materials?
Yeah.
Right, so you had that in hand.
Yes.
So
it was Posca markers. After I left the boot camp, I went straight to the pharmacy. I bought some acetone. I had some clear coat. I went to Artesia in Monwood Brook, and I bought some other paint materials.
Okay.
So I had equipment, and I came home. I wrote out the ideas. I watched that prompt over and over and over, and I was like, what am I gonna come up with? I just wrote a bunch of ideas. I said, look, I'll take a nap. Well, that nap turned to sleep.
Well, yeah.
I was just so tired. But up like 4 in the morning, I was like, oh shit. And I just started pumping, you know? I was like, look, you're gonna put your best effort into this. And I started pumping. I started designing the shoe. But I was glad I did the research before. So I took everything that I learned from the bootcamp.
Right.
ChatGPT, did some preliminary sketches, and it's only like mid doing my idea. I was like, wait a minute. I know what my answer would be, right? And it was basically the people. Right, like the answer to the prompt was basically the people, and they kind of wanted you to figure out that, okay, you can't have anything without the people. That's my take on it, and ended up transpiring was after I figured that out, everything kind of flowed,
right?
You know, and it was just real cool. how the design came together, and I was like, look, I need fat signs and all of that. That's how I wanted to portray the thing. I wanted to portray it using signs that we are accustomed doing. I wanted to portray the people that have led the way for the rest of us to kind of know, I would say, a bit easier. It was just, I can't even like describe how it was, but it was just like, once I found the answer, I just wanted to just go. And I could have probably done way more, you know, but then I just didn't want to kill the design as well.
Yeah, I want to overdo.
Yeah. So I decided, you know, this is it. Whatever. And I wanted to make the shoelace bigger. I wanted to put rope. And that's when I burned the shoe.
I mean, I watching the video here, they're looking too bad. Just looking like a dark, a little dark something. So the what you used was just Posca markers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Poscas.
So what time you finished that Sunday morning?
If the event was like 9 o'clock, I finished at like 7:30.
All right.
Yeah, cutting it like extremely close.
Where was the event?
Just Bricks.
Who?
Bricks.
Where that is?
Around the Savannah, the hotel around the Savannah.
Okay. Not familiar, but okay. Right, so you reach the people event late, but you reach.
It was on top of the rooftop. So not only was I late, I would have been extra late just because I had to go through the whole hotel
to get to
the roof.
Right.
But I was just like, damn, am I gonna be late already? But I missed some of it, like the introduction and stuff, which I would have wanted to hear. I ended up missing it, but it was okay. I was like, you know what, that's fine. And the canvas people went first. They were really good. And then after that, the sneaker people went, and I was like, look, I don't know what to say. I just wrote a couple of scrap notes on a paper. I didn't get time to rehearse. I was like, you know what? Just talk from the heart, bro.
Right.
You know? And that's what I did. I stood up there. I talked from the heart. And it's really like, so I went with someone. And I went someone I was dating, or I'm dating. And they recorded everything. And it's only after, because I was in my zone, I didn't unnotice anything. It's only after, like, I noticed people, like, really captivated by what I was saying and stuff like that. And I got, like, 3 applause and all that kind of stuff. It was real cool, man.
Nice.
People, like, already congratulating me and stuff like that. I was like, but they didn't even go inside yet. They was like, no, but like you were so good and and I can't see you not winning. And I was like, people have different tastes, you know. Like these things happen, you know.
Indeed, very much so.
So I was just like, okay. I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens. And they came out. This is actually on video. They came out and on Instagram, they said my name, and I nearly fell into it.
Look at that.
Yeah. I was just like pretty awesome since. Well, I mean, I'm still like looking for a job and stuff, but like I've been able to meet some cool people and
the experience.
The experience was amazing, and I'm just trying to turn it into something.
Nice. That's very fucking cool though.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
And the fact that all of this happened and you wasn't even planning to, like, people had to bully you into doing it, and look what happened.
I had to cancel like a job or two I took. I think, I don't know if it was around the same time, but I think I was hired to do some artwork for like Freetown as well at the time. And I had to be like, hey, look, I end up doing this thing, and I need y'all to bribe time for me. That's Solar Creative, Gerald and Shade, pretty cool people.
Okay.
You know? So, yeah. because again, I just didn't expect to win.
Yeah.
I didn't even expect to get in, so Palace will win.
And when you did, so well, congrats.
It was pretty cool.
That is fucking great. Right. So then on to what the art supplies were really meant to be for. This Jansport thing. So how did this come about? When did this happen?
This would happen. So that I won in March, and this Jansport thing would be in June.
So what is this Jansport thing?
So Jansport comes down and they do like a customized bag thing. So you get to customize your bag, and every year Mello would be like, "Hey, you want to customize some bags?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, so this is a reoccurring thing?
Yeah, but I didn't do it for like a year or two. So this was like a return to form kind of thing.
How long this thing going on? I've never heard about this.
I can be like 4 or 5 years. Maybe more.
Okay. Where was it? Where did it happen?
Dulan's South, San Fernando.
Okay.
So it's like get up early, pack bags and shit.
Right. Yeah. This was a whole day thing as well?
Oh yeah. And we just kind of fly, and I just kind of had fun with it.
So what does it entail?
You bring your bag, your transport bag, you buy it on the day, you bring it, and you just do it.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
So you're coming with your bag and you're buying it.
You?
Right. I'm sorry, you're coming and you're buying your bag. So you're coming and buying your transport bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you buy your transport bag now, you could request us to put your name on it. But lately, because we've built up speed
okay, so all you're going down with all your art materials, setting up like a table or something, and people could come and get their transport bag that they buy personalized by all it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you have to buy it on the day.
Right, at that place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And because we are accustomed to speed and stuff like that, it was just like you want anime, you could get it,
Are they paying for the design, or Jansport paying all it? Or is it a free thing? Okay.
Yeah, Jansport paying us like I don't think people pay for that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking, right?
Nah, Jansport was paying us money for sure. And
interesting.
We were supposed to only do names, but then we because we had the speed and we had the time and stuff like that, we were doing like anime characters and all that kind of stuff, and we did it for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and that was that. But it was fun though. It was a fun crew.
Yeah, because I've seen some pictures here. Yeah, it looked like. So how many bags you run through?
Me personally, probably like 30.
30 bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it definitely was a whole day thing.
Yeah. It was. I think the total amount of bags we did was over 100.
I don't think I had the mental capacity to draw all of that. Nah. Sorry.
It had like I said, ADHD has its quirks and it has its benefits when it decides to help you, but mostly quirks,
Right. Now, so let me talk about that. So you've been diagnosed with ADHD, or you just think?
I have.
You have been officially diagnosed with ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When was that diagnosis?
I think it was a year after my mom passed away, so I'll say 2020.
Okay. And how did you come about seeking out? Or did you seek it out, or did somebody say, well, hey, you looking like you have?
No, I went in there for a whole separate reason.
Okay.
Like I went in for a whole separate reason. Like I wanted to find out why I have such an addictive personality and stuff like that. Because I find like once I picked up something, I just couldn't let it go or
Right.
something like that. I was like, what the hell is going on? You know? So I kind of wanted to figure out that. And in trying to seek that answer, I signed up with the, what's the name of this thing? Wellness Center.
That's on Pembroke Street?
And by San, yeah.
Right.
And the waiting list was like a year at the time.
Wow.
So I totally forgot about that. And then a year later, no, I signed up in 2019, sorry. And then a year later, 2020, they called me. I went, I did the assessment. I went to a private doctor as well, and they all concluded the same thing. And I was just like, dang, more money to spend behind medication.
And how has that been for you? So you're currently on medication.
Yeah.
And has
medication sucks.
How so?
It does help, but it does things like it will raise your heartbeat, it will raise your internal temperature, you feel nauseous, you lose your appetite. For those who care, you lose your sex drive.
That doesn't sound fun at all. Like none of that.
Like you can get diarrhea. It's like really bad.
Wow.
Like really bad.
Huh. That is unfortunate. But is it benefiting you? I mean, them side effects sounding like why even bother? But are you seeing or feeling benefits from it?
So it's kind of like when I need to do the work, I have to take it, because if I don't, then it's like problems for me to focus and surround the work. Like I lost a lot of jobs because of like not being able to, because there was a while that I couldn't get my medication. Right. I lost a lot of jobs. Like well, this one was kind of like both parties' fault, both mine and the person's fault. I'm not gonna call their name, especially on air. Where I lost a pretty substantial job that would have helped me pay some bills.
Damn.
You know, so I have to learn to work without it. You know, it takes time. It takes a while. And again, I've been dealing with a lot from my mom getting sick, losing my mom. I lost all my savings. Then I couldn't get a job. Then I had my son. Then I had another situation that I don't think I should get into.
That's
situation
fine.
which caused me.
Yeah, we Marco in business in the gallery, but we don't have to Marco all the business in the gallery. so whoever you willing to share, we going with. But yeah, sensitive topics that not directly related to our creativity, that kind of thing. Yeah, we need to divert.
Yeah, that one's a bit sensitive.
Yeah.
And I lost all my money and all that kind of stuff. So I still kind of dealing with the repercussions of that. And I didn't draw for like a year.
Wow, like at all? Like no...
At all.
Wow.
I was like in and out of like hospitals, like mental hospitals and all that kind of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really bad. And that situation like almost broke me, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean...
And
I'm happy that you're here, you know what I mean? And you're with us. You're creative and you're doing thing, right? I mean, again, there are plenty of other fellas that is be marking all their business and watching the stuff all they produce, and being in awe, being inspired by all their artwork and things. So to find out all of the shit what's going on in the background, it's it is sobering. But as I say, glad you're back doing stuff.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like I don't even think like I really reached my pinnacle yet. I know it's because of like one of the things is because of the disability.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people think, especially like I was in court and stuff, and even the judge was like, ADHD is a superpower, and I'd be like, what kind of superpower gets
Because
required
that's
from a
that's what they
judge?
see
You know what I
on
mean?
TV and social media and shit, glamorizing
Yeah,
this
and I'm
thing
like,
that just be ruining lives every day.
yeah. So I was like, what kind of superpower? Like, what are you talking about? Like, this shit ruins lives, you know what I mean? And again, dealing like with my situation in and out of court, uh, holding cell drama, like it was a lot, you know.
Wow.
So I was
Yeah.
just,
Okay.
yeah. So I was not creating and stuff, and I was not doing anything, and I think me doing this like the Reebok thing kind of put me on the map.
Yeah.
But it definitely put me on the map in a time where I didn't think I was ready. And I still don't necessarily think I am,
Right.
because there's a thing where like everybody's like expecting like what is next? What is the next thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
The
I'm just like,
outdo.
I now trying to like figure out content creation, you know, and I still am grappling with the fact like I am in like serious debt, dude. Like,
Yeah.
again, I haven't like fully recovered from since like my mom get ill, you know,
Mm-hmm.
medical bills, whatever. So it really hampers my ability to sit down and be like, okay, cool. Let me flesh out this plan so I could put out this collection, or I could do this thing. Like I've done bits and pieces of stuff. Like I did the canvas thing, which I didn't expect it to be as good as it went.
Right. Yeah. The mini canvases. Mm.
But that's like a one-time thing, right? So I'm like, what? I'm at this crossroads where I need time to think like what I can do permanently and stuff. So anybody out there thinking I doing dope shit and I live in the life, half of it is correct. I do dope shit sometimes.
Right.
I am not living the life.
Not yet.
Not living the life. Not yet.
Yeah,
I want to, but not yet.
Working towards that.
Yeah. So it's very interesting because when I go out there, people like say, "Oh, you're the one who you did the art and the Reebok thing, and so what are you gonna do now?" And da da. And I'm like, I'm gonna try to pay my bills. like basically that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to not have my landlord call my phone constantly.
Yeah.
You know?
Never fun. That is never fun.
That's not fun, you know? So that is like where I am at, you know? And but I do have ideas and stuff that I want to express, and I do have things that I want to do. I want to do more shows, more.
Yeah, because that was going to be one of my closing questions.
Oh, well, we'll save it for later.
Well, no. I mean, so what? I mean, you know, at the risk of sounding like everybody else, what are you looking forward to do? So not so much, you know, outside of, yes, we need to get money to pay the bills and, you know, to live at least semi-comfortably. But what are the things that you looking forward to doing creatively in the future when you know, time and finances allow? So
at the risk of sounding corny, I was on Instagram when I saw somebody post up a thing, "Time's so hard right now, best you really follow your passion." And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I kind of relaunched my brand, and my focus is trying to just build that brand. I should come off Instagram completely for a while and just not have distractions and stuff, but you know, we tell ourselves these things and don't ever
do it. So your brand being Painter Supply Co.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have ideas. I have things that I want to do. I have content that I want to shoot and edit and stuff like that. I just kind of need like a break. I need like a week when nobody's bothering me to pay them or something like that, so I could just immerse myself in creating. I might force myself to do that by just shutting down my phone and stuff completely, and just hibernate for a week just to create. But that's my plan. My plan is to definitely go in that direction and see where the brand takes me.
What are the things that the brand will offer? So it's like merch and that kind of stuff, right?
It would definitely be merchandise, and so the grand plan is merchandise, tees, stickers, hats, stuff like that, and also to educate people. I really like folklore, and I like culture as well. So to educate people like on folklore and fun stuff Trinidad and Tobago have to do outside of carnival, which carnival is not bad. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I just know there's more to do, and through my designs to communicate that, also to kind of I kind of owe it to myself as well, as somebody who's been in the space for a minute, and now that these conversations with being replaced with graphics and stuff like that, Affinity being free, the barriers to entry being lower, I think now is the time for me to really dive in to I guess my creative bag and see where the brand takes me. So
I mean, we definitely on the same wavelength with a few things actually, because my mom passed away earlier this year, and that was rough dealing with not the death but leading up to that, because she was showing signs for a while of dementia, Alzheimer's. So
that's the same thing. My mom passed with early onset.
So so then we know what the struggle is like, and how that could deal with your
condolences
mental.
By the way.
Thanks.
I know I would have said it before. Condolences again.
Thanks, man. But for me, one of the ways to distract / deal with it, because she would have been one of my biggest, if not biggest, supporters in terms of my art and that kind of thing. But I mean, for the longest while, me is always doing the creative thing to kind of preserve or promote or celebrate the culture. Mostly carnival, but it's folklore and that kind of thing. And yeah, that's doing cool shit, but doing it with we thing now, boy, with we culture, because even with AI being more and more in your face, and in some cases behind your back, because sometimes it's there and you don't know it's there, we had to find ways to remain relevant and remain of a certain value that not everybody would be able to replicate or take. So I love what you're saying there, and the ideas you have for Painter Supply Company. So I looking forward to seeing what you do when you do it. Whenever that is, I definitely there to support, and I feel like I have some ideas where we could work together, or at least I could help you along your journey. But I excited for this one. This is cool, and I mean I love all your style. Oh, I had one question that I was supposed to ask. Was it?
Ask away.
Between you and your brother, who better? Who is the better artist?
He doesn't really do art like that anymore. He kind of put that to the side to focus on repairs. So he does a lot of repairs, mobile repairs, computer repairs, like you name it. And he started back doing some stuff, but I don't think I'm at liberty to talk about it. It's really down low.
Right. Well, so, when he come in the gallery, he go to talk about it.
Yeah.
But you don't bossy mark. Let bossy you mark.
Yeah. But for the most part, in terms of the art and stuff like that, he hasn't really done much.
So what I am hearing you saying is you better than he hear shit. That's what I hearing you saying.
by default.
Nah, I didn't hear the default part. I just heard you saying he ain't shit and you was the best, and that's fine. I'll ask him about that at some point, and then me and he could talk you when you not around. So don't get on. Yeah, I think that is it there, you know. So Francois, I appreciate the time and the honesty, the candidness of this conversation, and you sharing them things. Like 90 to 95% of this I didn't know, so it was great getting to know more about you now, boy, and your journey and that kind of thing. So yeah, thanks for coming in the gallery and liming with me a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I had a great time. It was a great conversation. And hopefully we get to do it again.
Fuck yeah, we're doing it again. We have our plans. Well, all right.
You gotta get a YouTube channel. We gotta do this on YouTube.
I mean, I do have a YouTube channel.
With video.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
I mean,
come on,
no,
man.
there will be. That's why we're drawing, you know. So I've been recording the drawing. So it would be us talking while the video playing the drawing.
Oh.
So obviously you haven't seen any of the other videos, but that's fine.